I know. Testing, testing. So if you can hear me, we're getting started a little early. Just put a 1 in the comment box. If you can hear me clearly, just put a 1 in the comment box. I'm excited to get started and to talk about Ketanji Jackson. And so just give me a 1. Give me a 1 in the comment box if you see everything going well. Can you hear me clearly? Can you see me clearly? I need you guys to help me out here. Make sure that the stream is working properly before we begin. Just let me know. And if you're excited about the confirmation of Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson, go ahead and just let me know in the comments. Let me know how much this is impacting you and how happy you are to see the first black woman be nominated to the Supreme Court of the United States. Thank you for joining us. Just a few moments, we're going to get started. And I'm just excited. As you can see, it's on my face. I'm just real excited about just celebrating this great moment in Black history. And so in just under a minute, we will be getting started. Let me know in the comment box where you are viewing in from. Let me know what's going on. How do you feel about Ketanji's confirmation? Supreme Court Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson's confirmation. Let me know in the comments below. And in about 44 seconds, we will be getting started. All right. See, we're piling in about 30 seconds. You know, I want to be on time. We will get started. How many of you guys are excited about the confirmation of Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson? I know I am. And so we're here to celebrate her. If you are excited about her being nominated and confirmed to the Supreme Court, go ahead and like this post and put your excitement in the comment box. And we are about to begin now. We shall overcome. Welcome. My name is Pastor Wale Ade, and I am here on another edition, a special edition of Religion and Politics. And I just want to say that I'm excited to be here today. One of the great things about what just happened is that we are seeing history in the making. And yes, as an African American, I am excited to not only see an African American be confirmed to the Supreme Court of the United States of America, but also I'm just impressed and just so proud to see a black woman be nominated to the Supreme Court and confirmed to the Supreme Court of the United States, having the highest honor, sitting on the highest bench of the judicial branch of our country. And can I just stop and say this for a second? Representation matters. And yes, why am I saying representation matters? To be honest, growing up, I wasn't sure if I had the opportunity to do a lot of different things. I didn't see a lot of people in my close proximity doing certain things. I didn't know about a lot of these different professions. I didn't even know what all the possibilities were out there. And I think that's probably some of the issues that we face as a community. I'm talking about the African American community, is that sometimes we don't see all of these different professions. We don't see people that look like us in all these different careers. And so sometimes we're limited to just what we see. And so the great thing is that every black person, every little black girl that's out there can now grow up seeing that there is a place where someone looks like them and they're able to be on the Supreme Court, a bench on the highest level. Because before this all happened, this was a dream. And see, the problem is that, you know, a lot of things, it's exciting, but it's also a shame that it took this long as the Supreme Court has been running, for a black woman to now in the year 2022 finally be confirmed to this office. And I think that just shows kind of just how slow we are progressing as a society, as there are many great qualified women, especially qualified black women, that were able to hold this position but may not have the opportunity because there wasn't a precedence for it. So Ketanji Brown Jackson, is really just opening up a realm of possibilities for a lot of black young ladies out there. As a matter of fact, once again, I said representation matters, because now, people that may have thought that this was impossible. I know even a few years back, when President Obama became president, a lot of African Americans were happy simply for the fact that finally this country recognized someone that had our skin color to be able to reach the highest of heights. And I just want to say to somebody out there who has a child or a young child, I want you to encourage them to be whatever God has created them to be. And I don't want you to hold back any possibilities, because sometimes, because of our own doubt, sometimes because of our own experience, we project those fears onto our young ones, and we say, we want them to be safe, we want them to provide for themselves, we want them to be able to live comfortably. And so sometimes we might say, if we got a certain degree, or if we got a certain career, that these things won't be profitable. Sometimes we kill dreams before they even start, and we say, just focus on something that's more realistic for you. And one of the great things I like about God and the faith is that God is not a realistic God. As a matter of fact, one of my favorite pastors down in Huntsville, Alabama, shout out to Pastor Deblier Snell, one of the things that he is going through right now is a devotional that says, it's called Get Unrealistic. And one of the things that he's pointing out is that when God has something for you, it's time to get unrealistic. It's time to really start understanding that God does not work in reality, but because He is God, He actually works in supernatural ways. And so I'm just happy that this confirmation happened. I just want to bring this up to you. This is one of the greatest things. So for anyone who's out there that's a dreamer, for anyone who sees something before it actually materializes, just know that vision is precious. And if God gave you that vision, do not let any naysayers come in. Do not let anybody try to stop you from becoming who you are created to be. As a matter of fact, one of my favorite verses in Habakkuk, it's Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 2 and 3, and it says, "And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables or tablets, that he may run who readeth it." But it goes on to say, "For the vision is not yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry." And I'm reading this because, one of the things that we have to understand is, as God gives us visions, things that may not look realistic, things that may not look possible, it's important for us to make sure that we are continuing to believe this dream. See, one of the things that happens is we want God's timing to be our timing, right? We might pray for something today. We might wish and hope for something that it will happen tomorrow, but it actually takes time, and it takes a process for us to get there. As a matter of fact, let me open this up just a little bit more. See, we might have had a dream that one day a black woman like Ketanji Brown Jackson would be able to become a Supreme Court justice. But had she not been putting in the work, had she not been doing the things day to day that she needed to do, had she not gone to law school, studied hard, became a federal judge, and done all the steps that it took to get there, she would not be in a position to even be nominated. And so what I'm trying to say is that some people in here are going through that grueling process now. They're working towards something and they don't know if this thing is going to materialize or matriculate into something great. They see the mundaneness of the day-to-day grind, but they have a vision that God gives them, and they might have shared it with somebody before. They may have written it down and people may have laughed at it. People may have ridiculed it. People may have just out of concern said that that is not possible. Do something that's possible. But as Kevin Garnett said in the championship a long time ago, with God, anything is possible. And so I want to encourage you today that this is not just a moment for U.S. history. This is not just a moment for us as a people to celebrate just for the simple fact that a black woman came into this office. But this is a moment for us to understand that you need to dream that dream. Right? You need to go through the process and work that dream until it comes to fruition, because though it may tarry, as the text told us, it will come at its appointed time. And so one of the things that I just want to also say is that along the way, there's going to be a lot of naysayers, right? There's going to be a lot of naysayers. And so like Ted Cruz and like some other senators, they were trying to pick apart this woman. They were trying to pick apart this black woman in order to just disqualify her or discredit her from the office that she's running from. And this is one of the things that's a microcosm in our greater society. One of the things that happens is that a lot of times black women make it to heights. They're great at getting their degrees and education, and they're trying to get their foot in the door. And once they get in the foot in the door, once they get into these places, they're often discredited as seen as not good enough. Right. So when the promotion comes, somebody who's less qualified comes in and takes that position. Right. Somebody who's of a different either gender or skin tone comes in with less qualifications, with less experience, and they get the position right away. While it seems like a lot of black women have to go above and beyond in order just to be seen as belonging in the room, when oftentimes they are the most talented in the room. And if you don't believe me, let me just pull up this graphic real quick that I saw. Look at the qualifications that Judge Jackson has as opposed to all the other Supreme Court justices that are sitting currently on the bench. As you can see, her column is the only one that has every single yellow square marked. So that means not only did she go to public high school, which means that she's not disconnected, right, from the people that she's trying to serve. As sometimes when you're separated, and nothing against private school or charter school, but sometimes it's a different environment where you don't get to interact with the common day-to-day regular Joe Schmo, right? But she went to a public high school, so she's had some interactions with the people. But then she also has the other side where she was able to get into an elite Ivy League school. She's done the Supreme clerking. She's been a public defender, once again putting her among the people, seeing the different sides of justice. She's been on the sentencing commission. She's also been a district court judge and a court judge of appeals. And so she has more than enough qualifications, even more so than most of the people that are currently on the bench. But for some reason, what a lot of black women see that have a lot of these credentials, that have a lot of the experience, has a lot of the knowledge and the skill, is that oftentimes they get overlooked just because the color of their skin or because of their gender. And they are often attacked and often overlooked for their white male counterparts. And so I just want to say that this is something that we need to be cognizant of, right? We need to understand that there is some discrepancies and there's some unfairness that's going on just in the world at large. And so this is why we celebrate when a black woman or even a black man reaches new heights, is because oftentimes it's not that they aren't good enough. It's not that they aren't skilled enough. It's not that they don't have the mind to do the job. It's just they don't get the same same opportunities as their counterparts. And so I'm just so happy for Judge Jackson. I'm just happy for all of us who have visions, who are looking to dream dreams. I'm just happy for all of us that are really just thinking unrealistically, that just know that in due time the vision will come. And this is why, let me go on a side note, mentoring is important, right? So not only do we now have someone who's a black woman in the Supreme Court, but it's important to mentor other people and bring other people that have the same experience as you, that have the same mindset as you up with you, so that you're able to help other people get to the same heights. And so mentoring is it kind of shows the younger people, or the people that are coming behind you, exactly step by step how they too can reach these same heights. And I just want to shout out Tosin Knight. He's in Detroit. His organization is Caught Up. Check him out. I'm going to put the link in the description in the description of this video. But he's doing great things out there in Detroit. He's really out there and mentoring the young people, because a lot of times the young people get neglected. A lot of times the young people don't even know that they're capable, because so many people, whether it's in their house, whether it's people outside, are telling them that they're not good enough, or they're not able, or they don't have the wit to do some of these jobs. And we got to get those negative voices out of their head and encourage and pour into the young people, so that they know that they are capable of doing anything that God gives them the power to do. And so I just want to really just stress the fact that once we get into these positions, or as we're going through the process, that we share these things with other people, because there's a lot of people behind us who are skilled enough to do these jobs but aren't being recognized as that. And I've done mentoring in different communities, and one of the things that I remember is that one time I was mentoring in one of the housing developments, the public housing developments in I'm not going to say the state, but I'll say the state. It's in Alabama. And there was this one kid. We used to run programs where we help them tie ties. We would give them meals, because that's very important, because you don't know if these kids had some food that day or not. And we would just do different things and just got to know the kids over time. They kind of warmed up to us. But there was this one kid that I remember that everything we showed him, whether it was tying a tie, whether it was, learning how to budget, or whatever the program was for that day, all he needed to do was see the thing one time, and automatically he was able to replicate whatever we showed him. And the thing that broke my heart the most about seeing this kid was the fact that, as I saw this kid and saw the skill set that he had and the giftedness that he had, because of his environment, because of the lack of exposure, because of him not being able to see or experience a lot of different things in life, I knew that this talent had the danger of being lost amongst the noise. And so there's a lot of talents out there. There's a lot of young people out there. Maybe you have a talent, right? Maybe there's something that God has gifted in you that people have suppressed, that people have not acknowledged, that people have said to you that you can't do that, or you're not good enough. And I'm trying to encourage somebody today, as we've seen this unprecedented event in American history, in our Black history, because 1 month is not enough for our history. Let's just give out a shout out to that. But as we see this unfolding between our eyes, no matter who you are, no matter what God has given you, just know that you are more than capable of doing it. You just have to hold on and believe the dream. And so, Judge Jackson, I just want to say that, we are proud and we are happy that you are here. Let's just give this woman a round of applause, because it's just amazing, right, to see this play out in front of our eyes. And it also inspires me, and I'm going to tell you personally, it inspires me that sometimes you may doubt yourself. Sometimes you may think that you don't belong in spaces. Sometimes you may believe that because of what other people's beliefs are about you, that you can't make it to the highest levels. But I'm here to tell you today that anything that God sets up for you, anything that God has ordained in your life, it will come to fruition. fruition if you don't kill your own dream, right? Everybody else will try to kill this dream, but if God put this vision, write it down, ask God for the step-by-step play, start making connections with people that are in that same arena, and I guarantee you before time, at the appointed time, the vision will come to pass. And so I just want to invite everybody to, if you want to see more content like this, if you want to be a part of the community, we're Religion and Politics. My name is Pastor Wale Ade. One of the things that I do is I just really want to connect real-time relevant topics with the Bible. I really want it to make sense, because my passion is that people who have been hurt by the church, or people who may have been turned off by the church, can see that the church is still relevant today and that Christ is still pouring out his love for all of us. And so much love to you. Go ahead, like, subscribe, share this. If you like this content, check out some of my other videos. There'll be links. You'll see it somewhere in the description. And if you want to support this page, because it does take funds to continue to do these things, I have a Patreon link in my description below. Go ahead and show me just a little bit of love, but just a like, just a comment. Tell me, how happy are you to see Ketanji Jackson, Brown Jackson, I keep mixing it up, Ketanji Brown Jackson to be in the Supreme Court? Are you excited? Or maybe you're not excited, or maybe you just are excited about the possibilities for you. If you have a dream, I want you to write it down, not in the comments unless you want to, but write it down and really try to work that dream through and pray on that dream. Just know I'm praying for all of you that are watching, that your dreams come true as well, just like Judge Jackson's dream came true just the other day. So thank you again for watching Religion and Politics. My name is Wale Ade, and I will see you in the next video. Have a great day.